Thank you very much, Mr. President. My friend and colleague, Mr. Luigi Berlinguer, has sketched out in broad terms what the Justice Programme is all about. We've been labouring away on this for the past year and a half and more, with meetings with Council and the Commission, and I'm very happy now to see this has now made its way into the plenary. We're able to discuss the Justice Programme and will be able to put this to the vote on the basis of this report. This is not intended to put in place some kind of newfangled or new justice framework. It's simply a framework within which justice cooperation can be optimised and improved. That is the purpose of the report. That's the purpose of the Justice Programme, to foster cooperation between national legal systems and improve, raise awareness across the national legal systems. There's mention of creating and promoting a common justice culture. And the point I wish to highlight in this context is that what we're not doing is creating some kind of standardised, one-size-fits-all justice framework. That was not the purpose of the exercise. However, knowledge, awareness of the European legal system and framework is important when you consider that so much of national law flows from the European level, which means that the European Parliament is involved in the lawmaking process. It's then got to be implemented properly. And if that's to be the case, then magistrates, judges, and the variety of legal practitioners have to know precisely what the European Union has been producing by way of legislation. They've got to be constantly updated so that they know the current situation, and if EU legislation is going to be crafted and passed, then it also has to be implemented and to put into effect in the Member States, and that's why we must promote cooperation across the different legal systems in the European Union, improving access to the programmes which exist as well. One of the improvements which we have with the new framework, in this case with the Justice Programme, is precisely this. The purpose is to cut down on bureaucracy, because one of the lessons from the past is that there was a very high threshold for people with an interest in the programmes and in a range of initiatives which existed. It was difficult for people individually to take the initiative because they first of all had to clear the bureaucratic hurdles, and this programme is intended to simplify procedures, which is good in itself. I believe that less bureaucracy is going to bring with it improvements in its wake. One of the things we've been doing is to increase the transparency in the system so that citizens and stakeholders are able to see what the funds are there for, so that they have a resume of each individual programme, and to see how much money is going to be devoted to the various things. And in that context, more transparency is an improvement. And can I just say, in conclusion, a big word of thanks to Luigi Berlinguer for cooperation, and also all of the shadows, because there has been very good cooperation. As I say, this has extended over a period of a year and a half and more, 18 months and more, and also Council and Commission, with whom we have cooperated for the duration. Thank you, President. Can I just say a word of thanks to everyone for their contributions today, and I am sensitive to criticism from colleagues who talk about sovereignty in the Member States needing to be protected, and a proper and thrifty use of the money. That's all to the good. Now, with the Justice Programme, I don't think that we need to add details such as the proper respect for subsidiarity. It does say in the text itself that the legal traditions in member states have got to be respected. And of course, this is not just more European harmonisation. Proper use of taxpayers' money. We need, and it talks here about a list of indicators so that we can benchmark progress. And I think that the European Union's got to take its responsibility, particularly with the annual report from the Commission and the interim report. And the last one, which has to be ready by June 2018 at the latest. And then in 2020 there will be an ex post evaluation, the public list of projects which are subsidised, and a brief resume of their activities. This is necessary for greater transparency. And irregularities or possible irregularities in the use of the money have got to be investigated and tracked down so that money can then be recovered. The admin and official sanctions and penalties must then be used in conformity with the financial regulation. Thank you very much.